Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Dueling video. We are here to continue salvaging the rerun for Quentin's events. We know I don't have to do this, but I am because I feel like I must. It is a mental thing, I will not drop it, I have to address this, I have to fix this. I am going through the effort and I will not stop, ever. And the title of this video is, These Misplays Are a Dueling Sin. Well, you guys haven't seen my Rush Duel misplays. Those are even worse. And I can prove it later, but not right now. I mean, I know that based on a recent video, they'll probably be up before this video. It's going to sound like I'm discouraged from continuing Rush Duels, but that's not the case. It's not the case at all, I just seem to be worse at them. And you know, there's actually a good explanation for that. The format is more recent. Of course I suck at playing Rush Duels. Yes, I haven't had as much experience with them. Although by this point, you would think I can play a different deck. I mean, I know, I thought I meant it though. I felt it in my soul. Until I just kept losing over and over. And then at night I was going to sleep and something messed up happened. It was very stupid. I just sat here, I just was in bed and I was thinking, you know what happens to get things you want? The resources, man. Let's break down the blueprints, the resources, the pricing. And I'm just like, brain, I'm trying to sleep. Let's not bring logic into this. And my brain is like, what about the workers? How are they going to get paid? And I'm just like, oh my god. And then I began going further down my downward spiral into a villain arc. Although I'm not really a good villain, however that might change. Because I have declared that I will start an actual villain arc. When will it begin? Officially, whenever I'm caught up with the backlog. Officially, whenever that's the thing. When will I be caught up with the backlog? I'm not sure. But, I mean when uploads have been fully... Whenever I have addressed all the uploads that I have to do. And I can do this at any time. Just upload things. But I'm just like... I need to address the Dueling's backlog. Because that's the worst one. That's the worst backlog. Because the one for Vanguard Zero, that one is fixed. I cannot record more Vanguard Zero videos because that game is dead. And Duel Links is alive. Which means the backlog will only get bigger. And bigger and bigger. And I will be haunted by that, so I better get to work. Which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Although I have already spoiled that there will be misplays in this video, and there will be a lot of them, and they will be sinful. And you know what? I know, I make so many dueling misplays. They're awful. I really don't understand how Zane can stand my existence. I mean, I probably drive him insane. But to be completely honest here, I'm not sure that a single misplay is really the big deal. I don't think that was the whole point of the flashback. But you know what? I'm not going to drop it because that flashback is exactly why I'm still talking about it. Because I'm just like, bro, your brother is what, 7? I'm not sure. I don't know when this flashback is. And on a related note, how the hell did Blair fall in love with Zane or get a crush on Zane? How the hell does that work? When do they meet? Does the sub version explain this? I do not see any explanation anywhere. Does the manga explain this? I don't know. I really don't. I'm still confused. I could check her manga page if she has one. I don't think she does. I don't think she's anime only, although many of my favorite characters are. Rhea was one of them, so was Yubel, Sartorius. Any other ones? all the Barians, really. And all the Barians meaning, all the Barians. Yes, all of them. We will have a moment of silence for my confusion. Sometimes there are anime manga differences, and that's the deal here. There's just, you know, sometimes you're one thing in one source material and a different thing in another one. Let's bring up Yuzu for the moment because I'm cursed as hell. Okay, I'm done with Yuzu. I'm done with Yuzu, okay? I'm not going to bring her up again in this context. I would like to ignore the manga. Seriously, I'm creeped out by it. Okay, let's move on. I don't know when the misplays start, but I'll make a bunch of them. And I'm sure there'll be time to make even more as the game progresses. Further and further toward its demise. But I'd like the game to continue being around for at least another 10 years. Wait, the game isn't 10 years old? It's not 10 years yet? It hasn't been around for 10 years. Oh yeah, I know that. I know, I just want the game to be around for another decade. I mean for 10 more years. I want the game to continue for a long time, you see. I am very selfish. I know that I shouldn't just admit to things like this, but I am. I mean, I'm not as selfish as some people, but I mean, I do have priorities, and I'm just like, I want this game to continue for another decade, because my priorities are, I want these other things in the game. And I want the decade because the longer something is around, the more... Oh god, no. No! I think I should stop, but I can't. I can't. Everything is going to go downhill. I don't know why. I don't know why I have to do this. Oh, you guys might get the idea of where I'm going with that. I mean, the longer a game lasts, the more time they have to milk shit. And when you milk things, you milk everything you've got. You milk everything! Okay, well, anyway, let's move on. I'm still in the middle of this duel, but it's almost over. Because this is a raid boss. How many raid bosses will there be for 7's Worlds, though? 2? Maybe 2. Or 3, you know? I mean, they made Quentin into a raid boss, and I didn't expect that. Although, apparently... You know what's so cursed about 7's World? I'm selecting my sleeves and my game mat, and I'm like, can I stop going to the event tab? And I'm just like, damn, this is new. This is new. No. The sleeves and the game mat I was looking for is not in the event tab. No. Stop going there, brain. Stop going there. Our dreams can wait. Our dreams can wait for as long as I have to. I mean, that's what the decade is for. I mean, let's flesh out the other worlds. Come on, please. I am waiting. I'm waiting. I have a need. And at least one of them is going to, actually happen. Which is not going to make me feel any better, to be honest. But at least there's that. You may be wondering what I'm talking about. I'm not telling anyone. Not right now. Although it might come out eventually. You never know. I say things every now and then. Okay, am I going to mess this up? I mess this up a lot. Seriously, can I stop? I just get my own strategy wrong all the time. Dude, I came up with this. Okay, I didn't really come up with the entire strategy. But every now and then I look at a deck and I'm like, yes, I can use that to my advantage. I can do that. But then I just keep using the same deck over and over. So whatever happens to my gym supply, I'm just like, what am I supposed to tell you? I'm not switching decks. That's not happening. I keep saying it's about to, but it doesn't. And I know that Rush Duels forced me to, but I mean, it forced me to. And that's exactly why I keep losing. Yes. Yes, it's Rush Duels' fault for not having an archetype I can play in it. Yes. It's not my fault in any way. It's absolutely my fault. I know. But I can keep going with them. I'll keep trying with them. I'll learn. Maybe in the process, I can learn how using other decks work. Maybe I can learn to use other decks while I'm in the middle of that. You know, so I can stop using the same deck over and over because I know I've got other ones. Everyone has seen that I have other ones. They're not surprised. It would be weird if you guys didn't know that. I mean, seriously, I'm using a different deck. I've spent money on this shit. Oh my god. Well, it's a temporary privilege, you see. I will not be able to do this forever. I mean, to be honest, the game might die before the privilege is officially lost, but... I mean, there's a reason for all sorts of things I do, even if the reason is stupid. And, you know, I've got a new outlook on the level of being stupid. I'm just like, I'm watching this series, you know? And I'm like, I should stop being stupid. But last night I'm just like, that's not happening though. So let's keep being stupid. No, I don't want to be stupid, but I mean, I'm continuing to be stupid. I can't argue against that. I'm continuing to be stupid. Not even learning much. Although eventually I'm going to get so sick of my shit, I'm going to do something about it. Seriously. And that's why I eventually was like, Mom, there's this character that is named Mimi. And I want to know if this is actually an issue. So, it's fine. I can call Mimi Mimi. And after seeing her dub name, I'm just like, 4K Media, are you for real? How the fuck am I supposed to pronounce this? No. No. I am calling her Mimi. Let's ignore her last name. It's a disaster. How the hell do I even pronounce this shit? And Yuma, you're a problem too. Your deck and all of its multiple syllables. Your deck is a mess, seriously, Yuma. Although, isn't that the case for every protagonist, mostly? Although I think it's definitely the case for every one of them. I mean, seriously. Playmaker is just like... he's gonna just get whatever he wants. He's just like, wait a minute. Should I spoil this? I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, Konami doesn't give a shit about anyone's opinion. They're going to spoil everyone. Yeah, okay. We all needed to know that, Konami. Seriously. Alright, so... where was I going with this? Yeah, every protagonist has a nightmare of a deck by the end of their series. Seriously, although I don't think Yuga's is that bad. On the other hand, he does things. I'll just say that. And I'm not sure Yudis is that bad. Although I haven't tried his deck, so I can't say. Of course I haven't used his deck yet. But eventually. Eventually I will! Because when you're the protagonist, you have to play the protagonist deck to unlock characters and all sorts of things. Yes! And I definitely had to unlock characters next year, you know? I had to unlock everyone that is released, no matter how much I hate their guts. Do I hate your guts? Doesn't matter. I'm unlocking you. I'm maxing you out. I need your gems. Give them to me, you bastard. Although I'm not really sure if I, Dude, how can I hate on anyone in Go Rush, to be honest? Interesting that I didn't say 7s first. Okay, sure. Although I am behind in 7s, so that is a problem, I know, but I'm immune to spoilers, and everyone in my head is just like, stop saying that. Not everyone is immune to spoilers. Some of them don't want to be spoiled. Stop pulling this shit. And I'm just like, I know, but it's hard. It's very hard. They're just like, oh my god. Everyone is just done with my shit. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. Every now and then I'm done with my shit too. And I'm just like, why the hell am I like this? That's why I'm going to spend an entire month figuring that out. Next month, by the way, which is National Novel Writing Month. The novel, why am I like this, basically? That's the plot. Why the fuck am I like this? We're going to find out. I don't even know why I'm like this. I just have no idea. I had to figure it out. I had to stop putting it on the... I had to stop ignoring this. Something is going on with me and I had to figure this shit out. Seriously. I'm in the middle of an identity crisis. And by the way, we are talking about me. So in case you've watched this series, yeah. Yeah, I have identity crises all the time. I'm not even sure why. But the first one started in 2011. Why? Well, I'm pretty sure not many people remember this. I'm probably the only one that remembers. I'm just like... And then this thing, it's like... I remember things that my parents don't. And then I'm just like... But my memory is trash. It is, though! And some of my memories aren't even accurate. And some of them are, I'm just like, are they real memories or did I dream that? Are they real or did I dream that? Because I do experience some insane dreams. But then I think about some of the memories I have and I'm like, if that was a dream, wouldn't I have forgotten by now? Because I suck at remembering dreams. Why would I retain memory of a dream when it's just obvious that you forget dreams? It's infamous that people just forget their dreams as soon as they wake up. It's very common. So, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't think I have the memory of someone that can remember a dream. That's just... Seriously, I can't. So then I think about what I've experienced and I'm just like, but even though this was probably not a dream, it sounds like something that would be. So who the hell is going to believe me? Seriously, who the hell believes that I clicked on a Discord channel that doesn't exist? Who believes that? Pretty sure no one. But I mean, I don't even believe that sometimes. I'm just like, when it happened to me, I'm just like, no one is ever going to believe this. No one. I've got no receipts. Even if I tried to get them, they'd be dead. I even think that I had a mention that sent me to that channel. I think that's how I found it. And I'm pretty sure that's not in my account history anywhere. And I'm just like, yeah, no one is going to believe this. I'm pretty sure no one believes it now. And I still think about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I know, I get it. You don't have to believe me. Because it sounds so stupid and so absurd. And since I can't even tell you what's in there, it's very easy for me to just make this shit up. Except I still think about it, and it's still the dumbest thing I can remember. And there are similar cases of me experiencing things like that, by the way. Back in the day, I remember that my keyboard and mouse was taken away. I was either 11 or 12. And my keyboard and mouse were taken away because I wasn't doing my homework. And yeah, I wasn't doing it. Although that was addressed quickly, wasn't it? Eventually, I started doing my homework, and I obsessed over my grades like a freaking idiot. I was just like, I need those A's, or I will go insane. And then I wasn't getting enough A's, and I decided to rage quit college because, to be honest, my major isn't really that great anyway. I don't want to be asked, are you going to be an English teacher? No, I want to be a writer. That means I need to know how to speak English. I need to know how to write in English. Well, fiction we're talking here. But anyway, although right now that doesn't seem to be realistic because of Social Security's bullshit, I'm just like, I don't really think that I would be very successful if I tried right now. Who the hell would pay for anything I write? No one in the right mind. If someone said they would pay for something I've written, I'd be like, you need to get a therapist, and they need to speak to you about this topic. Because my writing right now is complete garbage. Now, I admit that what I write might not be garbage in the descriptions. Maybe there's something that... listen, when you look at my fiction, there's problems with it, okay? That's all you had to know, and everyone is always like, but how do you know that? How do I know? Because I've had issues with this for well over a decade at this point. Over a decade? Okay, sure, I guess we can say that. The issue existed for well over a decade. I just noticed it in like 2012 or something, and that started a downward spiral of where I just couldn't write much of anything. It was hard. It was very hard. And you know what's even more cursed? The fact that I have anhedonia, and my word count has significantly increased since. My word count has gone up since developing it. How does this work? I don't know. Consult a scientist at some point. I don't know when they're going to have this information on file, because we still don't know how to treat it. So I don't even know when professionals can explain this to you. I can't explain it to anyone. I think there's a different element to my anhedonia that makes it a bit different from everyone else. And I'm going to say that element is probably how it developed. Its origin has to be different, because that's the only explanation I've got here. Although I still don't know if I know the full story behind it. There could be a spiritual element to my anhedonia, which I think is the case. But I cannot explain that very well, because I would have to have more experience with anhedonia to know that information. As in, I'd have to know the details behind how it works. Do I have that information? No. No one has that information. And that's why I get people online that just are crippled with it for life. Meanwhile, I'm not crippled for reasons we will never understand, because I will probably recover before then. That is my goal in life. To recover from this problem, so I can move on. I need to learn to have fun again. How do I do that? How do I learn? Don't know. I don't know what's going on with me, but something is. You know, I was starting to think it was my imagination, but last night I'm just like, I don't know. This level of emotional distress isn't normal. We can blame it on anxiety, sure, but why the hell am I so emotional? I know it's fun every now and then, but this is not normal. There's something going on here. And then I think about it. What is causing this? Let's think about the issues that I've got. Would they, if they were addressed, would solving these problems reverse this? I have come to a disturbing realization. No. No, fixing these problems would not fix this. This is probably a personal issue. It is probably a me issue. Completely me. It's just a me problem. The system could fix itself and I would still be like this. And that is the most disturbing thing that has left my mouth today. I say as if I have not said other curse things. I have said all kinds of curse things today. Dude, this video was long. I mean, the main video was long. Honestly. It's like over 30 minutes. I still haven't gotten to the end of it. But I'm almost to the end of it. I probably stop after this duel. He's figured out my strategy. I would hope by now you have, Quentin. It's the same strategy on repeat over and over. He's probably figured out my strategies in other worlds. Especially GX world, because I still haven't changed Dex. Even though I swear I felt it in my soul. And then, I became dark again. I do that way too much. I can stop. Right? Well, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I will continue dueling Quentin. Anyway, that's it for now.